This is Sean McFarland with the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence. Thank you so much for participating in the School Climate Walkthrough study. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to access and navigate your School Climate Walkthrough results. You want to start by using your unique link that we sent for your school. For this video, I will be showing you general results that are not associated with your school. Clicking on your link will bring you to a welcome screen. Click on the Let's Start button and then Start a New Walkthrough to continue. Select I agree to the informed assent page and then enter a username that you will remember. It will then prompt you to also create a password. Answer a security question and answer this privacy question if anyone else uses this device besides you. On this page, it's important that you hit the skip button in the top right-hand corner of your screen to continue. Once you do that, you'll get this screen that tells you that your results are calculated, and click this big blue button that says Get Results to view them. This brings you to a landing page which tells you the specific number of students that participated and the scores of the 9 domains of school climate measured by the School Climate Walkthrough. These scores are based on the morning items that students completed, and they're all scored on a 1 to 4 scale, as indicated at the bottom here, with a 4 being scored as the highest or most preferable score, and a 1 being the lowest. You'll see the scores are organized into big categories. All of the blue categories are related to safety, purple categories are related to relationships, and red categories are related to other characteristics of the school, such as teaching practices, respect for diversity, and student school pride. Each of these is a link which you can click on to see more detail. For example, if I click on physical safety, we get that average score again and a short description. There's also an option to see observations. The observations option is where the afternoon, yes, I saw it, or no, I didn't see it items all live. Here they're organized, so the ones that will appear have to do with physical safety or why students may have answered the physical safety morning questions in the way that they did. The same would hold true for any domain that you clicked on and went through. I'll click on this one now. Here we see a different kind of graph. The percentage of the circle that is filled in is the percentage of students who responded yes to that item. So for example, the item, today my teachers followed rules, 96% of students said yes to that item. How much of a circle is filled in or not filled in isn't necessarily good or bad. It will depend on two things. First, whether the item is worded in a positive or negative direction, and second, how important any given item is to your school community. For example, this second item, today I saw or heard positive news related to the school on social media, we see that 40% of students said yes to that. It'll be up to you as a group to decide what that means and whether it's something that needs addressing at your school. For any item that you'd like to remember or save for later, you can use the pin feature. When I click pin, the item becomes encircled in a blue box. It also gets added to my pinned list at the top of the screen. I can see the items that I pinned here. You can pin and unpin things at your convenience at any time. You can use the back button in the upper left-hand corner to return to the main page to review a different domain. The last thing I'd like to show you is another feature inside the observations. This time I'll click on student-adult relationships and then the observations that are related to the student-adult relationship scores. For a few items, you'll notice there's an extra indicator, this purple circle. That means that there's more to the story here. So we see 9% of students overall said yes to this item. Today I saw students being treated unfairly because of who they are. When we click on this sideways arrow, we see that it wasn't an even breakdown across students in the school. We see here that there is a difference between those students who identify as white Caucasian and students who identify as Middle Eastern. We only show this breakdown if there are at least 25 students in a group who responded. And so for these other categories that say not enough data available, it may be because fewer than 25 people identified as this category, and therefore we do not show you their results in order to preserve their anonymity. If you don't see one of these purple icons, it's because we did not detect a statistically significant difference between any groups. This could either be because the groups were too small or because there wasn't a difference found. This is another point you may want to discuss as a group. That concludes our tour of your school climate walkthrough results. We hope that you find these useful to you. Please feel free to reach out. We would love to schedule a debriefing session between the team at the YCEI and your team to go through your results in more detail or to answer any questions that you might have. We look forward to continuing to work with you in the future. Thank you so much.